Howdy, howdy, howdy. Teresa here with...
Being threatened with an inch of my life to behave, Bradley.
That's right. And the critters, of course. I don't even know what... There's my Jellybean Steen. Hi, Jellybean Steen. How are ya? She's like, I don't know you, Mom. Looking away. Right? Oh, hi, Miss Jelly. How are you? Girlfriend? Huh? You're so cute. All my puppies are cute. The big dogs are going to have very bad gas later because we just gave them a little bit of remnants of chili mac. And I need to trim my bangs now. Y'all know this. Okay, it's about to touch my eyeballs. I hate it. I can hear my grandmother. Did you see her scooting in here?
Yes.
Got in between my legs and she just scoot.
Yep.
My grandmother would always, she'd walk up to you and she'd part your bangs like this and she'd go, I can't see you. You can see her doing that.
I can picture her doing
that. Yep. She hated it if she couldn't see your eyes, and I'm the same way. So I need to do my eye. I need to trim these. I need to recolor my hair too. I need to do a lot of things. Anyway, it is March 3rd, 2022. It is Thursday. It feels like a Friday.
It does.
Thursday, I was supposed to go to lunch today, and I woke up feeling so craptastic, beyond craptastic. I couldn't sleep worth a darn, and I did get some sleep, like 4 hours, and I woke up and I don't get migraines very often. This time of year I will in fall when there's a big weather change. But I haven't had a migraine this bad in a long time. It was a migraine to the point where it hurt to open your eyes and it's like it makes your stomach upset. You're disoriented. So, and then my neuropathy was so bad, my feet were pins and needles, and my left hand and stuff was just numb. And I just felt like major poop. So, canceled that, which worked out okay. My friend wasn't feeling that great either. We older people, so that happens. And then come to find out, Brad hadn't really been to sleep. He didn't get sleep till 11:30 this morning. He might as well just have gone for it. I mean, we have got. I know you guys are tired of hearing this, but I would love to turn my sleep pattern to getting worse, if anything. What I need to do is just like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I need to just shut everything down. I don't know why I'm so afraid I'm going to miss something. And, if I'm having some issues with depression and stuff, y'all know I fight depression. Always will. Always will. Then that's when it's going to be the worst. Is, in those wee morning hours when you can't sleep, you're overly tired. You got so much on your mind that you overthink everything. So, yeah, we're going to have to go in here in a little bit and do that. Ooh, you're swollen today, too.
Yeah.
Are you going to need to take a water pill? Yeah. So you get to sit on the edge of the bed and run back and forth. I did it yesterday. You can do it today. Oh, boy! Planning! We're synchronizing our water pills. The other night, we both had to take them. That was interesting. And be like, hurry up, I gotta go.
I know,
and then,
fight over the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, so this is real life, people. I never understood when my grandparents and stuff and other people would say, just wait until you get older. Now I know and I used to think, how bad can it be? You're an adult, you're retired, you can do what you want, you have money. Yeah, now I understand. We've been doing a lot of talking about, I think anytime you've been married a long time, if you have a spouse that you can still, communicate with, because some of you guys have maybe a spouse that's had strokes, or maybe they've got dementia or something like that. So you can't speak with them clearly, but you always have regrets. You wish you would have handled this differently, handled that differently. I know we both do. Tell you, they cannot hear your head.
Yeah,
He's over here going.
I was doing the bobble-headed doll. Yeah, but yeah, you got issues that you got to work through, and
It doesn't matter if it happened 20 years ago or a year ago or a day ago. Sometimes, unless you get that resolved, then you're afraid that same thing is going to happen again.
Yep.
So, we're all so flawed as humans. If anybody acts like they're above reproach or that they're not flawed, they're lying.
Yeah.
And they act like they just have the answers for everything. They don't. I love it when somebody you can see has clearly got a more effed up life than you do, right? But they want to give you pearls of wisdom all the time. You're like, what? Really? Yeah. Or somebody that's been married, 5, 6 times and they want to give me marital advice. I'm like, let's set up all of your marriages. Have you even been married as long as we have? No. So then maybe you're not the best one to take marital advice from. Just saying. It's like, what advice would I have to give a woman that just recently divorced? Maybe she's my age. I don't really have that. I don't, because I'm not her. I'm not, you know, closer to 58, restarting my life. I mean, but anyway, don't really have anything going on. Feeling a bit bored, but then feeling a bit overwhelmed. Does that make any sense at all? No, it doesn't, but it's the way it is. I contributed this, getting into the meat and potatoes of this whole thing already, right? Is for us, we don't have a lot of the things to look forward to that most people do. We don't have family events. We don't have grandkids' birthday parties. We don't have, any kind of family stuff going on. The things that you just assume that you'll get to see, like weddings, and I mean, you want to see more than just funerals.
Yeah.
Everybody, okay. Another thing that just baffles me: everybody will forget to invite you to a real life event, but somebody dies, they're going to invite you. And if you don't go because you haven't been counted as a family member in so many years, then you're the bastard. This doesn't make sense to me. I wasn't good enough for you to invite to anything when this person was alive that y'all were doing. But now this person had died and you've decided to inject them with a whole bunch of wonderful chemicals and lay them out on their Sunday best in a overly inflated box with some stuffing. Now I should go, and if I don't go, it doesn't make sense to me. Wouldn't I want to be part of that person's life? Wouldn't I want to have enjoyed them when they were alive? I really don't want to see them when they're dead. I don't. It's not my thing. I can't tell you one person I saw when they were dead that I was happy to see them that way. Yep. The only person I ever thought looked better when they had fixed him up a little bit was his grandma Heidi. Just because we had seen her just within maybe 5 minutes of her passing away. So then, they had put a little bit of cosmetics on her. She did look a little bit better, I thought.
Yeah.
But she still didn't have her hair combed and stuff right.
That's what I was just about to say.
That will still bothers me to this day, because I should have asked for a comb, but I didn't want to be rude because I had combed her hair wrong. She always had bangs straight down and stuff. And, still bothers me. I know it's not a big thing, but it did bother me. I mean, she was cremated, so she didn't care. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something I will always remember, that you weren't thrilled with the way they did her hair.
No, but it was a good friend of ours who and he was so wonderful and said, of course, we'll take care of her like she was my own mother and stuff. And he's since retired, but we really, really appreciate him doing that. And he did, they did. And that was a big Charlie and Heidi. No, come here. Charlie. Can you do something with your dog?
Charlie, quit. No.
See?
Don't get
He
mouthy.
always has to have the last word on everything Charlie does. Charlie. The great water bottle comes out. You hear the silence? But I just didn't want to make them feel bad or anything, and I know they wouldn't have felt bad, but
Yeah.
you know, hindsight's 2020. I thought, okay, it's not that big of a deal. I stayed back there and spent some time with her. Did you notice that? Yeah, 'cause I just wanted some time alone with her.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll get off this subject because I don't want to start crying. Um, but yeah, it's something that's always just kind of baffled me. But yeah, we don't have what a lot of people our age have, to look forward to, and we just don't. I'll hear other people talking about, going to lunch with family, or maybe a barbecue, or celebrating the holidays, or birthdays, or whatever, and we don't have any of that. And then you would say, okay, your next logical deduction would be, okay, since you don't have that and stuff, you still can enjoy a lot of that stuff with just people, other people around that don't have that either. Well, with the big Rona, then you don't have that. That stuff has not been available. So then you just kind of feel like, I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. I really don't. And Brad knows this.
Yep.
And I've felt this way for a really long time. And I have kind of disassociated with most everything because I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. And I haven't really have a good sense of what the art community around here is, if any. They've had most everything shut down on that. I got to get over the fear of driving at night. I definitely have to get over that fear. People do it all the time. I know I can do it once I get used to it again. Stuff. We're going to find out how to get me a car so I have my own vehicle. That'll be a big stepping stone on me feeling like a person again. And I need to feel like a full-fledged person again. I don't want to just take a back seat and just kind of give up on life and say, oh, I hurt today, I'm not going to go do stuff. Well, we're all going to hurt. That's part of letting you know you're alive. Ow, okay, I'm alive. But ow, ow, ow. Brad was laughing the other night. I was talking about not wearing makeup that day, and I'm like, give my pores a rest. I'm like, oh, my pores need to breathe too.
Yo.
Living with me can be quite humorous, or probably quite maddening even at times. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just waiting to see if some things open up. I need to get out there. I want to be more involved with the art community, and I would like to work with some younger people, whether it was teaching them art, I would love to do that, or some crafts, or just to even be there for, there are so many younger people out there that don't have any grandparents, don't have any grandmother figure or anything, and I could do that, and I would love that. And that way it enriches both of our worlds.
You would be very good at that.
Yeah, so would you. You would. You would be, there's so many boys and stuff out there that don't have any kind of male figure at all in their life that, would love to go fishing with you or look at rocks or any of that, There's
power tools.
That's one of the things we forgot that we want to do too, is we want to go down to some of the mines and get some of the stones even and go through them and stuff.
Yep.
That would be fun. See, we need to plan stuff because I'm tired of sitting in the house.
Yep.
But I don't want it to be with like gobs and gobs of people. I do want to take some train rides and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to
I
that.
hear the train every night, shortly after midnight, and then you'll hear it for quite a few hours. And it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I grew up hearing trains all the time. But these, you can really hear I can hear the bells clanking.
Yeah.
If it's a real quiet night and I don't have any fans on in the room, I can hear the bells clanking, which is something not normal for me to hear. Of course, I hear the big train whistle. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Of course, we watch them a lot. We get stopped by them a lot, so we haven't figured out when exactly they're coming through. We really should figure out, because then we try not to go that route.
Yeah.
Long train.
But we don't head into Rocky Mount often enough to really figure out the train schedule.
No. And I want to, but geez, the price of gas. It's
Yep.
just like, but we can't just stay home all the time. Now, if
Yep.
it was my own land, I could, because I would be out there doing stuff. See, we're
Yep.
kind of at a stopping point. 'Cause Brad also needs to find out a way for us to eventually get some land within the next 2, 3 years that we can have a home on, because some things I want to do before I pass away.
Yep.
There's some things you want to do, like you want to have an in-ground water fountain, and he wants to have a bridge over it, and like this kind of this oriental garden, which will be very cool. We want to have fruit trees, we want to have we want to have some areas. Brad would love to have a nice smoker,
Yep.
probably a bricked-in smoker or something like that. I mean, I'm not sure what,
Yeah, I'm not sure what I want either.
and we would really like to have a nice area to barbecue. I'd like to have one of those fire pits that takes a certain kind of a chemical, and it's these rocks that glow.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, type in fire pits and you'll see there's some really
Oh, okay.
ones that aren't like a typical fireplace, and they're
Yeah.
raised up and they are just beautiful.
I did not
I
realize
would
that.
love to have something like that, but you just sit around at night. I could watch the dogs frolicking in the backyard, and we could have that lit up. We could be drinking like our sixth or seventh case of beer that night, and yeah, right. I can tell you last time I had a beer. I can tell you last time I had a beer was back when we used to bowl a lot. Sometimes I would have I think it was a Budweiser lime or something. It was not too bad, uh, you know, because but I'd have just one, but
Usually, when you would have a beer, you drink about a fourth of it and then have me finish it.
I'm not a beer. I don't care for beer, and I don't care for wine and alcohol either. I don't really care for much alcohol, actually.
Yeah.
This is why I chose not to become an alcoholic, because you should like the taste of some of that stuff. Now, a candy holic, I could do. Chocoholic, oh yeah, I'm down for it. You know, chocolate. Ugh. The way it feels in your mouth when it melts, just heaven. You feel it start to run down the back of your throat. I mean, if I'm on a really, really rough day, and even they make some good sugar free. It's like called Lily's, and it's sugar free chocolate. And it's pretty darn good. It's expensive, but it's pretty darn good. See, hear the trains right now?
Yep.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Yep. They're only just a couple blocks away. Yep. See, I don't know if any of you guys hear that. Yep, they're coming on through. But yeah, that's my big thing. Chocolate. Did I mention chocolate? I love chocolate. Okay, we gotta think about something else, because I really love chocolate. Right, Charlie? What are you doing right there, little man? You're being all happy today. What? What? You were being a big mouth earlier. Why were you being big mouth, huh? Charlie? Oh, what? Okay, enough. Come here. Shh. Be quiet now, okay? Everybody can hear you breathing heavy. Charlie, they can hear you. Yes. Yes, now they could, if they saw it, they could see your butt wiggling. Yes, you're doing a butt dance now, ain't ya? Are you doing a happy butt dance? Huh? And your dog was cheating on you. She
Oh,
was
yeah?
laying on my bed, and she was pawing the air at me, and we were loving up. Nixie was cheating on
Yeah.
you. Right, Noodle? Right, Nixie Noodle? Oh, now you're going to come over here and get some love up too, right? Jelly is like, what the heck? Why are these people? Watch, Jelly gonna walk up, or gonna jump up here, because now she doesn't want these. What, Jelly? Charlie? Hi, Jelly. Hi, Jelly. Come here. Come here, little girl. Are you okay? Huh? Are you okay? I know. But, see, I always get happy when my animals are. But yeah, I need to look and find some things to really get involved with. I guess even join some groups that are just online. Just want to feel a part of something.
Yeah, just get into something.
And I'm not don't say church, I'm not a churchy person. I tried to be a churchy person. I went church all while I was growing up. Mandatory, right? My parents did not go to church. I did. They would drop me off for Sunday school and then pick me back up. But it wasn't until they moved, a couple hundred or, over 100 miles away, they started going to church, and it was not for the right reason. But anyway, this is what I'm doing, or hat right now.
Oh, they went to church when you guys were in Rollins?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's when they started, but you know why.
Yep.
Yep, so working on this. I need to work on another wreath. Excuse me, need to make a couple of them. We just had chili mac basically for our dinner, because that's how we roll. We'll have something later on tonight. Brad's gonna make some tuna salad. I just want to have mine on embedded tomatoes. Found I can eat raw tomatoes just fine. It's sometimes the stuff in cooked recipes that will get to me. Sometimes. Now, I had chili mac and I'm fine.
Yeah.
And that chili was so hot the other day, Brad and I were both sweating bullets, right? It's not that bad when you put with some pasta with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can actually eat it.
Yep.
Is that it for it?
No, I know, there's probably at least that much left.
Okay.
And I thought about...
How much pasta did you cook, dude?
Not that much.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was a lot of chili left over.
Wow. I think next time we need to make half the amount of chili.
Yep.
It's hard to judge.
It is.
We should have froze half that chili. Next time. We know. I don't like to freeze chili mac. Pasta doesn't freeze that well a lot of times.
No.
Depends on what it's doing. The back float, usually. The backstroke. Oh, man, I would love to go fishing. Or not fishing, swimming.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have to see about that. But the problem is you'd have to get up in the morning.
Ah.
Right? To go fishing,
Yeah.
or to go swimming at the senior center.
Yeah.
If it's still open.
Yeah.
If the swimming part's still open. I don't know. They had like a million things. And then you get afraid of how conducive it is to be in a locker room with everybody else. Not that there really is that many people, I don't think, but I don't know. You get where you're afraid to go anywhere because of the Rona. But then you're like, how long am I going to live this way because of the Rona? Did I mention the Rona?
Once or twice.
Yeah. I want to take that one sign that you have the magnetic interchangeable and hang it on the other side of the door. The side that the flagpoles are on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, sweetie.
Yeah. But I just don't know how you're hanging stuff on the siding. How are you doing that?
I'd almost have to put a screw in it.
Would that damage that around there?
Put a hole in it.
Well, I know that.
But,
Or what about one of those adhesive screws or hooks?
We might try that.
We could try one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how well, because I don't think that sign's very heavy.
No, it's not. Now that you guys know that, I need to do that. With hanging it lower down on the door, but with the way we come in and stuff, it keeps getting knocked down. So, we'll get it figured out.
No, we will.
Mm-hmm.
We got those faces that you got.
Yeah.
Those are just held in with a screw, and then the...
yeah, but you did those on the shutters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Ring doorbell, that's held on with the screw.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I shouldn't probably be that worried. I was just wanting a little screw hook.
Yeah. Well, and the reason the way I did the Ring doorbell is that's why I mounted that piece of wood, and then put the Ring doorbell to the piece of wood, because that way I figured that we wouldn't get any moisture in behind the siding.
So yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah, we will. First world problem. But yeah, I don't know. Things are just kind of boring right now. I tell you guys I need some time home because we've been running too much, and I tell you guys I'm bored. Does that make sense to you? It doesn't to me. You know, this time of year, I think everybody's going through this though, because it depends on where you live. Because you're so eager for spring. You've been through the worst of the winter, you hope, depending on where you live, and now you're so eager for spring, and you want to go fra la 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 la, eat everywhere, and it's not quite time to fra la 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 la. Though it was 81 degrees here today. It was a fra la 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 day. And so then, yeah, I get a little antsy and stuff. I could always go outside and clean up around our property and stuff. I'm kind of waiting until you get in your leaf blower though. If you do get it in tomorrow, you're gonna have to let it charge probably overnight and stuff. Yeah. So maybe Saturday or Sunday we'll get to go out, and I would like to clean out and decide what I'm gonna do with those flower pot things. Yeah. I think I'm probably just gonna dump them out. The ones I had the gardening stuff in. But I'm still toying on whether or not I would maybe have a couple tomato plants, but I would put them on the other side of the railing. Uh-huh. Closer to us, closer to where we have our table and stuff. Yeah. They would do okay there because they would get some shade. Yeah. You know, then they wouldn't be full sun like they were. Yeah. So I might do a few cucumbers and tomato plants. Yeah. I might do that. You guys hear that now? Aren't you happy?
You've done so well with the cucumbers.
Yeah, yeah. Not just last year though. I didn't do any cucumbers. Didn't do any, yeah. I did some peppers. They did Yeah. They did okay. You know, but I think I'll try maybe over there where they would at least get some shade from where we park our Jeep too. Yeah. You know, depending on where we do that. So I think let's take a look at that I do need to clean up our whole area. As you're leaf blowing and stuff, I'll be able to have that broom that you bought out there, and it would be nice to give all that a good clean. You know. Yep. It would be nice. So kind of make a plan and kind of get excited about it. Isn't that what everybody wants to get excited about? You know. Yep. I like to get excited about what we're gonna do outside and stuff. We always make some improvements every year. And that's why you bought those. We bought those 4 kind of spotlight solar lights. Yeah. Those were Dollar Tree. Those were a great price, you guys. They have all kinds of a couple other types of the solar lights. You know, your traditional ones. So go get yourself some. One year I went and bought like a bunch of the rock ones. Yeah. Those didn't work that great. No. Half of them worked. They would look like a rock, and they had the solar thing, and you know, then they were supposed to be lit at night. Those about half worked. This was back in Wyoming, and then about half didn't. So, did that one light on the driveway that you stuck it on that? I didn't know. I've never.
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, I just asked you though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's still doing really well.
Okay, don't be a twizzle stick.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I get excited. I love solar light stuff. You know, I wouldn't mind picking up some more. We have some in the Amazon. I haven't put it on the wish list, but we have some different ones. I should. Of ones that I'd love to have. Some that are hanging that cast really elegant designs. You guys check out Amazon on their solar lights. They got some really cool ones. Yeah. They do.
I was just looking at the fire pits.
Did you see what I mean, though? They're like blue and stuff.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Oh, well, now I'm looking.
There is one here, but it's $2,300.
Well, you know, they're always going to have some crazy ones like that. Yeah. You know? And you're like, what? Yep. You know? Okay, type in fire pit tables for outside porches.
Okay, on Amazon?
Yeah. Like they got one here that's $179. I'm gonna throw it in our cart so you can just see it. What I'm talking about, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, a propane one.
Yeah, that's what they are, babe.
Okay.
But here's one that's it's only $79.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's a 32-inch square metal fire pit stove, backyard patio, garden, fence place for camping. And it um 43% off. That's a good price. Um dun, 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 I wanted to read about it. Now it's not saying anything. Heat resistant fire bowl to leak ash. Oh, so I guess it does actually take. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Comes with a max lid to prevent burning embers from blowing. So this is actually a real one.
A real one.
Fire pit,
Oh, that takes like wood.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wasn't really wanting that. I just want one that looked like a cool looking fire.
Yeah.
You know? Aren't those cool though?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll come down in price. So these are still. This one is a 28-inch uh, one, and it's the one that has the blue. I'll throw it in the cart. It's got the blue looking rock thing.
Okay. Yeah, I saw where you can order the cobalt blue
Yeah.
glass for 10 pounds for
Yeah.
$27.99.
Yeah. I've seen some of the YouTubers have these and these different ones. And it's like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's something else.
Yeah.
That's something that when we get a land of our own and stuff, I'd like to eventually save up for something like that. And I think it'll come down in price.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Yeah, it's very cool. Now you guys are all wanting to go look. So type in, you know, fireplace, or fire pit, uh, outdoors for porches or something like that, or propane fire pits too. That's really what they are. So, you know, that'll be nice.
And I put that blue glass, I put that in the cart too, just for future reference.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw some on the wish list later on tonight. If you guys just want to take a peek over there just to see what I'm talking about, because maybe you're interested in one for yourself or maybe for a loved one or something.
Yep.
So you know what I'm talking about. If I tell you guys I put something on my wish list, it's not that I'm wanting you guys to go buy it. It's just wanting to share with you guys just general ideas of something I'm talking about. So if I'm talking about like a Pacific loom, or maybe Brad talking about some woodworking, or we're talking about fire pits or something, or any kind of like solar lights and stuff, we just want you guys to see what we find interesting. Like
Yeah.
some of these solar lights cast such beautiful um, displays on. They got color changing solar lights, of course, and then they have some that just, they'll hang from wherever, and there's look so elegant, and then at night they do the most elegant patterns on wherever you have them shining down on. It's like, yes, and that's all free because the sun is giving us that.
Yep.
Thank you, sun. When you have a bright shiny day and stuff, you're thinking, thank you, sun. Because that night, depending on how much sun you get, that solar light's just gonna be you know and because you want it, it's added security, because you know you want to protect your belongings. I don't want to walk out there and somebody stolen our barbecue grill or some. They would have to make so much noise because our wheels and stuff got really messed up, the axles with the movers, so they would have to drag it, and it would be great dog would be hollering and then Brad would be up. Now he can move a lot faster
Yeah.
too. Brad will go do something now. Go do something?
Something?
Yeah. He'll go do something now and he's so much faster. And I'm like, you're done already? Because I'm used to, look at your dog.
I know.
Wow, she is being a goofball today.
Nixie, are you
Nixie's
being happy?
feeling really good.
Nixie?
Aren't you? Every time I walk past her, she's with her paws. Like, help me, Mom.
What are you doing?
I'm going to get her butt. I'm going to get your butt, Nixie. Oh, what? Jellybean? Hi. Jellybean is your sister being silly? I know. Jellybean gets along so well. These other dogs are so nice to her. Aren't they, honey?
Yep.
Yes, huh? You're so
Nixie
nice.
will let her know that Nixie's still the boss.
Once in a while, if Jellybean's really
Yeah.
pushed it, but I don't know. She lets Jellybean get away with more and more.
Yeah, I've noticed
She's Nixie is such a kind-hearted dog. Both of these big dogs are. That they don't want to really have to hurt anybody, huh? You love Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
If you think the minute you have another dog yelp, the littlest bit, Nixie's over there checking them out, making sure they're okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is such a mother hen.
Yeah, she is.
Aren't you? Are you a mother hen?
I mean, she never had babies or anything, but you're a big natural mother hen, aren't you, or Nixie?
See what you do.
Yeah, because you haven't given them treats yet today. You have?
I've done it a couple times.
Oh, well, they want you to do it one more time. Nixie will be wagging her tail performing, and then she'll keep looking over the treat container.
Excuse me.
You better go get one, Jelly. Jelly, go.
Excuse me.
Go get one. Go down. There you go. See, hun?
Yeah. There you go, little girl.
So, anyway, welcome to my life, right? So, yeah, let me know how you guys are doing with the Rona, and even if you wanted to join something, you can't really join something, or you couldn't even think about joining something, or you couldn't even be at the aftermath of said something, or the pre-mass. It really kind of hard. And like I said, I would really like to be get my name out there as a artist also in the community, because there's usually kind of a group of us who know about each other, and we'll follow each other's work and different showings, and sometimes there's different contests by different museums and stuff that we'll all submit to and stuff, and it's just kind of a neat kind of friendship in a way, because there'll be so many different styles of artists and stuff. You could be my best friend and be an artist, and we'll have totally different styles, and that's cool. It's about an inner expression, so but I miss that.
Sorry, didn't mean to be rude and interrupt. So in groups like that, how is there much competition between artists?
I don't think, once you're not in school and stuff anymore, you don't really view it as competition, because a museum may pick my work over your work, not because they think mine's that much better. It's because maybe mine goes with their genre of what they're thinking about that month.
Yep.
And then 2 months down the road, they may pick you because your artwork goes with their genre, So
that makes sense.
I don't view it as competition. I view it as just fun. Mm-hmm. And as long as we can all keep encouraging ourselves to keep creating, I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that makes a lot of sense. Because I know, just from what I
put too much sweetener in this one.
Did you?
I put 5 in here. That's a little much.
I can imagine.
That's why I see.
But I know that there is some competition, or I remember the competition when we were in school.
College.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they thought it was competition. I never looked at it as competition. I didn't go into it thinking I was competing with anybody. I seriously didn't.
Yeah.
I just was doing my thing. I figured there was going to be a lot of people a lot better than me. I was so rusty. Had not really done anything in years. I had forgotten a lot of the basic principles. And so, like I said, I never looked at it as I was trying to beat anybody on anything. I just was doing my thing.
Yeah.
you know.
But and I know you didn't look at it as competition, but
Mm-mm.
you look at I know all those young kids, those young whippersnappers. You know, they thought, well, we're not going to let this older lady
Yeah.
show us up, and
Hey, old woman,
yeah,
been sitting there raising kids forever.
yep,
You better go back to putting that apron back on and
yep,
cooking up some stuff. You
yep,
can make us our after school cookies and milk, but
yep,
I thought, okay, well, you might be right, but I paid my tuition. I can do what I want in this classroom, and
yep,
I don't know. I just was doing my thing. I get lost in my artwork. But I'll tell you, you couldn't have a whole sentence with me, probably, right?
done that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times he's been trying to get my attention, and when I am in my art zone, I am zoned out.
Oh yeah,
I am not even there anymore. You know, I
yep,
might as well send carrier pigeons to find their way to me and hope I respond. So, which I need to do one of these nights desperately. That's probably what's wrong with me. I probably
send.
just need a night of zoning everything out and creating.
Oh okay,
Seriously.
yeah. Well, I thought you were talking about sending out carrier pigeons, and that one kind of
No,
lost. Yeah, that
no.
lost me.
Those seagulls the other day were so cool though on
Yes, they
that
were.
lake. That was something.
When all of them took off at the same time.
See, and to me, that's my idea of a date.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you know, it's watching them.
Yep.
You know. So anyway, that's all we got going on. I'm just doing some looming right now when I talk to you guys because you know it's just a thing, right? I'm always gonna be looming, 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 letting that pile of hats build on up, you guys. I figure by next fall we are going to probably have a lot of hats. I may still ship out one more time this. I probably will be shipping though because we'll probably go up to a cold weather state
Yeah.
and donate because they'll still be taking hats.
Yeah.
And because if I let them sit from now until fall, that's
It's
gonna be
going to
a
be a
lot of
lot of
hats sitting
hats.
around. And Shoshona already sent a bunch and stuff. So you know that's what you want to do is just I just go around and push down all of the pig like this. You know, squeak, squeak, squeak. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. And let me know how you guys are doing with the big Rona. And because we've all become a very different society since it happened. All of us, I think, thought it was going to be like the anthrax, where it was just very brief and fleeting, and it turned out not to be. I've heard there's a fourth booster by Pfizer, so I don't know. What do you think? Nothing?
And I told you this, or I said something about this months and months ago,
Are you going
where,
to fold any of those blankets up back there?
eventually, I remember asking you about this months and months ago. Is every year they're going to have to come out with a different
I think you're going to get your flu shot, your Rona shot. You're going to get, your
pneumonia?
pneumonia every 10 years.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
which is hard to remember in 10 years,
I know.
you know.
Yeah.
So
When's
it's
the
just
last
like
time I
you
did that?
guess on last time you had your, oh, what is it for metal? What do they call that?
Tetanus?
Tech. You always guess on that. You're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
I don't
And
know.
if you do that, they're going to go, well, you're getting one then.
Yeah.
you know? So, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you're having a good day. I will probably tomorrow morning sit and reply to comments and all of that good stuff before I make my video. And we promise we're going to get out there yet and do some filming on some locations and stuff. This is with Brad and stuff. It's really been kind of it's been a hard 2 years. And now he knows that his back is really hurting because we knew this is when the hip became a little less painful, he would really start to notice the back. I mean, just because he has hip surgery doesn't mean his back is fixed a bit, you know. But you know, at
Yeah.
least you can pinpoint what it is now.
Yeah.
And I want us to look into planning on some things and budgeting for those things, like going to do that I can't remember what it was called. It was a gem mine.
Oh, the panning.
Yeah, the panning, when they all have it where you don't even have to go down anywhere. They've got it where the
Yeah.
water and troughs are running right there,
Yeah.
and you can sit on these benches and do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
That would be cool.
We could do that.
Yeah.
So I would love to do something like that.
Hmm.
I mean, get out of the house and everything. It would be nice,
Yep.
right?
That would be fun.
Okay. Well, love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.